replay review for Dimmie on right wing on Infernal Shrines. This is Nexomania Development League. I'm looking at Game 3 of the early Lobby A group. Two options here. There was the Praxis Game 2 and this Infernal Shrines Game 3. I'm choosing Infernal Shrines. I haven't seen either of them yet, but Infernal Shrines is just a more generally, I want to say this. Praxis has some specific macro and strategies and plays a bit differently to different maps. Infernal Shrines is a very good general template map, so this should show more general Brightwing play. Now, this was an individual request. You asked specifically to look at your Brightwing play, so I will be reviewing it mostly as such and looking at individual Brightwing mechanics. However, since this is Nexomania Development League, introduction into coordinated play, and you guys are all on comms, as a coordinated team, I will also be reviewing this through a coordinated lens as appropriate, talking a bit about the macro and your decision making as a team. First thoughts looking at this. These are some very spicy drafts. I like the way this game is turning out. I'm a big fan of, we have a triple melee versus triple melee draft here. We've got Flex Thrall versus Flex, presumably that is Flex Varian, with Colossus Smash, would be how I assume it's going to go. You guys have a Tychus, which, you know, good into the frontliners, can trade people. Very good into Leoric, very good into, I want to say very good, but good into May, good into Thrall. Um, yeah. As Brightwing, specifically, what you're looking to do. So you guys have a sort of blow-up setup, which is a bit more difficult into triple frontline, but you can make it work, especially with Smash and Tychus minigun. So what you're looking to do is the big things to look out for. Polymorph, tactically to layer the CC. Don't use all your CC at once. You've got like a bunch of stuns here. You've got Nubarak with 2 stuns. You've got Blaze with a stun. Blaze might not always be in range to stun because he's off lane. He might be off doing his own thing. But you've got at least the Nubarak, so make sure you're not overlapping Poly, but do use Poly to follow up on CC and keep the target locked down as long as possible. Your E, big value here. Their main DPS is Jaina, who is very cooldown dependent, very big spell damage burst, so your E can do a lot of swinging here, and you're probably looking at Pixie Power just to bump up that spell armor even more and make it that much harder for them to burst. Because your burst can't really be countered outside of just ancestral healing. Their burst is mostly based on Jaina, which can be countered by your E. There's also the Thrall as a possibility. He's got Rolling Thunder already. He's got the he could potentially, if he's flex, you can go for the Frostwolf pack, Alpha Wolf synergy, and then you also have Ancestral Wrath. So there is a lot of percent damage. You got Leoric too. Leoric's not as much burst, but lots of percent damage on their side as well. Yeah, so Poly mostly on the CC. If you're very fast, you can use Poly to interrupt May's slide and mess up either her engage or escape. You can also use it to deny. If Rhaegar screws up and bites in, you can immediately poly him and set up for your team to go on him. You can also, if Thrall's going in looking to burst someone down with his E, you can also poly him and mess that up, but mostly poly just on the kill targets here. Yeah. On that, I mean, obviously, good D value, like always, lots of slows, lots of roots, lots of stuns. The standard Magic Spit Critical Mist combo will get lots of value here. A lot of your team's going to be slowed at once, probably, between Rhaegar Totem, Leoric Q, May stuff, you got Jaina stuff, Roots from Thrall. So you can get lots of value, both as like an actual cleanse to save someone, and also just as a big team-wide heal. Both are valid. So let's see how this goes. Where's my... Aren't you zooming out? There we go. Okay, Shift Z, not Control Z. Okay, we fast forward this a little bit. So things you can think about as a team, you have variant. Okay, um, I'm supposed to touch on this a little briefly, but I don't agree with the overpower pick here. That implies we're going taunt, and I don't think taunt's the correct play. You already have good lockdown with the Nubarak. Nubarak's already engaged. You have blaze stuns too. Even you don't need more CC. You need more damage here to actually secure the kills, and Colossus Smash will help you do that. Yeah. But yeah, things to think about. You do have the pre-4 variants, so you do want to play a little bit safer. If they invade your camp, you probably just let them have it, especially with like May and such. Like staying back, you could step up a little bit and pop a Q in that bush just to check. Blaze honestly should be in that bush already. You're just looking to clear this wave ASAP. So I like the Q on the wave, staying back, a bit of aggressive. All right, and you're rotating bottom now. Team should all be going bottom. Blaze top. Good. Also, you could have stayed mid with how slowly your team rotated. Could have just said, I'm just gonna stay mid and make sure we catch this wave. But this is fine. I'm sure you guys can get mid in time. Variant should be going now. Frankly, honestly, what you could have done is a quick 1-3-1 setup where you have Blaze at the top, Varian just goes down bot and holds that for a little bit, and you guys just stay for another mid wave just to make sure you catch it. Because rotating as 4 here doesn't do you that much good. There's nothing you can really look for with a pre-4 Varian. Camp's up, by the way. Should be Utyke is going to camp as camp is spawning, so you're already late. Varian can just hold this. You guys really do need to be on camp. Okay, yeah. That probably doesn't do anything. So one of the things you did ask about was polymorph. If I remember correctly, the specific abilities you referenced were you didn't think your polymorphs got that much value, and also your positioning you thought wasn't great. You felt like you were in danger a lot with having to Z in, and maybe your blinks weren't good enough. So we'll be looking at both of those in particular. That first polymorph you threw definitely doesn't get value, because by this point you polymorph, it's Rhaegar, right? Yeah, Rhaegar is way out of range. There's no kill on Rhaegar. So, pretty meaningless. I'm going to emphasize again that you guys really should be on camp. Um, they're not on camp either. That just means you could get a bigger advantage by doing camp when they're not. That means they're probably not looking to invade either. Looks like you guys are going now, which is good. I mean, you are a minute 30, almost minute 40 too late. On maps like this where there's... I like to separate camps into 3 broad categories. There's the ones you basically do off cooldown, there's the ones you do at a specific timing, and there's ones you kind of just do whenever you have the opportunity. This camp right here on Infernal Shrines is the first category. You want to be doing that basically off cooldown. And every second you're late on that means that's another second later that's going to respawn, which means you get less camps over the course of the game. Ideally, a good macro for the first couple minutes to follow on this map is you get this camp immediately at 1 minute. Then, based on the state of the game, you can either look to invade, you can look to grab this bot camp, or you can just look to continue doing what you're doing. Maybe even look to push mid a little bit with this camp, or just keep soaking. Lots of options. And then about 2:20ish, you go on this camp and grab it. So that way it's pushing during the objective. This camp falls into the second category of do it at a specific timing. If you can get this to push during the objective, especially this objective, if you get this camp pushing as this objective spawns, it's split pushing on this side of the map. They have to make a choice, and Leoric does not clear the camp very well. He hasn't just on a 4 yet. He could take Neil Peasants, which helps, but then he's taking Neil Peasants, which never really a fan of. Try and group these guys up a little bit, just both of you, so that you get more AoE value. It's not a huge deal, but something to keep in mind. So from here, macro, you want to take the top camp in about 20 seconds. Probably do is just look probably leave Varian mid, and you guys just clear bot as 3 or as 2, really. Anubarak can sort of hover here, Varian can take care of mid wave. That's fine. Tychus is going bot, that's fine. Yeah, that's taunt. I'm not a huge fan of this, because you're all in on Tychus, on the Tychus burst, and that's not always going to be able to happen. Like, yeah, Colossal Smash doesn't get as much value with Tychus, because Tychus does some percent damage, which doesn't care about armor in the first place, but still, just having the armor shred for the rest of your team, and Tychus's normal autos. His normal autos is like 200 DPS, which is still going during his minigun. And then Varian himself with Smash does a pretty good amount of burst damage. So not a huge fan of this setup here. It would better. How do I phrase this? Tychus is your main damage. We just went over this. He's your main DPS. You three don't get anything done by yourselves. So you three all here, if you're looking to fight, you don't do anything. It's better to play around Tychus. Like what I was just saying, what I would have done is leave Varian here, and then you three sort of concentrate on bot before moving up. If you want to concentrate on mid, that needs to be Varian down here or a noob down here. So that you actually have your damage with your CC. You've got 2 sources of engage here. Oh, damn it. 2 sources of engage. 1 source of follow-up CC and healing support, but no, the central part of your team is missing. You don't have the damage to follow up. You don't have anyone to heal. Like, you're looking to fight here. You're very aggressively positioned and looking to fight, but you don't have any follow-up. Even if you caught someone with that CC, they wouldn't have died. And meanwhile, poor Tychus is down here having to lane against Thrall. Honestly, he came out of that a lot better than I thought. Good follow-up. A noob messed that up a little bit. There you go, you got it. Good follow-up on Polly. You barely managed to get that kill, and if Tychus was there, that kill's a lot easier. That one almost slipped through your fingers. Basically only happened because she was alone. This is fine. You guys did miss this camp. I really would have preferred you get the camp so that it's pushing during objective, and Leoric has to make a decision. He did not take Neo Peasants, so he would have been stuck clearing that camp for a while. You're getting something here, but this is only because you managed to get a kill. And this is a lot easier for them to clear. And I bet they are on their camp right now. They should be on their camp. Blaze grabs midwave as he comes down. That's good. Okay, this is a fundamental positioning error by your team. Both of your tanks are hitting. So you have. These are both basically tanks. Anub and Varian both fulfill basically the same purpose here. And both of them are hitting shrine minions at the moment. One of them should be in this bush. One of them should be in this bush. That way, there's nowhere that red team can come in. You know, red team's all down here in bot lane. You see them all. They cannot come in from the top. They have to come in either from here or from here. So if you have, like, Varian in this bush, a noob in this bush, and Tychus positioned, like, here on the shrine, they're stuck. They come in from this way. Who did I say was in this bush? Varian. Varian engages. Tychus can follow up. You're, like, over here. You can follow up. They die. They come in through this way. Same deal. A noob hits them. Tychus is also in range, so dash over and hit them. You maybe are a little bit farther out, but still, they should die. And that or get massively chunked. This way, they're able to freely walk it. Like, if they go, May's walking this way, so she will be in range to get attacked, but Tychus will have to hit her from this way. He can't hit her from back here, which means he's in range to get hit by their team moving up this way. You're over here. You can't really follow up without Blink Healy, which you don't have yet, so you're not going to get the poly off in time, probably, and she's going to be able to press steep. And she won't die. If they decide to go up this way and then through here, you have no way to stop them. And they basically walk up, they go in through the side, and now they have a foothold on the shrine. So you should be moving up here immediately. You should not be stopping to attack the minions. Because look at Varian's looking for something, as he should be, but both follow-up is not with him. So if he gets a taunt, that target's not dying. And this should be called like as a shrine's coming up. Like you have control of the shrine, position accordingly, and your tank should know where to go. DPS should know where to go, or you can even point it out. If you are shot calling, you could say, it's like assist ping, a noob here, Varian here, Tychus here. Go on the first person that shows. You should be now. People are in range. You can go on this May. And because Varian went in without follow-up and couldn't taunt anyone, he's now lost half his health, and you probably lose this shrine. Just because of that. They were able to, good to see, they were able to get a foothold into this shrine. And you didn't get your burst kill, which is what your comp's suited for. And they are a lot more, they can brawl a lot more than you. Tychus has a lot more sustained value than Varian does, especially with taunt. Leoric is fine just brawling with his W. May is fine taking longer fights, is setting up and just controlling space. Even Jaina is honestly better sustained value than Tychus, although it's not that close. Okay, so after this C, your D's down, unfortunate. Actually, let's look back for a second. I know where you used D, and that was fine. I feel like your E should have come out sooner, and I was focused a little bit more on talking about how you guys should have been positioned than your abilities. Well, I apologize. E should be on the Varian here, yeah. He's taking a bunch of damage. Slap the E on him. But E, or, no. He has Spell Shield already. He's fine. Varian's coming out. Okay. Oh, my lord. What a mess. Your job here, yeah, at the moment is you're just pressing Q on this clump. Press E on as when this guy's spell armor wears off in a second. Probably press E to reapply it. These guys are fine. He's taking most of the damage, and then you wait for either a noob, someone to call a target, so you can follow up. You can polymorph him here, yeah. Oh. Okay, well, spell armor this Tychus. If you're polymorphing and your team's going over here, you should be up here. Tychus is fine, probably. Really, this is just a mess all around, and now I'm positive you lose this shrine fight because of it. Your two tanks are engaging up here on different targets. Your Tychus is hitting someone else. You're back here. Your team is all over the place. So immediately, this is looking more like a problem of team coordination than your mechanics. If you want to put the blame on yourself for that and look at that as a way to improve, feel free to. If you're a part of the team, you can certainly call things. Okay. Now with taunt down and probably minigun down, you can back up here. They only have 9 minions. You should all be backing up, tap, and then come back, and this time actually look for a kill. Don't try and stay on the shrine here. You're all too low. That guy is really low mana. Let me zoom back out a second. Why is this guy in here? So you guys are all back here in Blaze. So again, another communication issue. You guys are all back here, sort of waffling about. Honestly, I think you should be tapping. Blaze is in there. You get a big stun. There's no follow-up, though. Dump a spell armor on him. He's fine, actually. Now, Varian's in there. Now, Blaze is running out because he took a bunch of damage and his abilities are down. And Varian and Noob are going in. Spell armor on someone there. Varian's dead. That's too late. You should have gone down this way so you could save him. I don't hate going up for a noob either. Like, either's fine. Yagi, I should definitely be backing up and tapping. Like, you have tap available. You don't really need it. This guy died with tap available. This guy is tap available in 2 seconds. This guy's tap available. This guy's tap available. All of you have tap available, and you chose to stay on the shrine at half health with all your abilities down. A noob is the only one going to tap here. Is correct. Also, actually, I'm looking at the levels here. I just want to check something. So Blaze clears this midwave, right? Yeah, it's actually correct for Blaze to stay and clear this other mid wave. Just call guys back off. I'm getting 7. Clears this mid wave, then he can come in with 7. Especially, yeah. So your choices at the start of the shrine were either position here, here, and around here, and go on the first person that shows their face, or stay back a little bit, like hover over here, around here, or whatever. Wait for Blaze to get 7, then you go in. Fast forward a little bit. Fast forward. Variant dies. Okay, that's a good CC chain. They might die. Unfortunately, Tychus is using his Q and not his D, so they don't. Who did you even go on? It was Leoric, right? That's fine. Yeah, if Tychus presses D there, maybe they die. That's a very good cleansing miss. Got very good value since everyone was slowed. Really, you shouldn't be going back in the first place. Like, it was okay to go back in after you tap. You found that immediate CC. You went on them. They didn't die. Now you're 4v5. Your abilities, once again, are down. Fighting, like, Variant's coming back, sure, but you're going to lose this shrine at this point. Like, they have... Yeah, they just got it. You guys need to back up. Blaze needs to head out. Good. Alright, so communicate. So it should be Anubarak throws a Q and then E's out. Just debate the Punisher over the wall. Looks like they are. Good. That is not over the wall. You really want the Punisher to be over the wall so that the fort is hitting it too. Yeah. So just so it dies faster. And so that your melee heroes can also hit it. You don't really have any of those, but still. Punisher being over here and Tychus being able to position like here to hit it is much better than Punisher here and Tychus having to be here, where potentially if it jumps again and hits him, they can go on him. Yeah, and like the melee heroes, Varian and Noob also have to step out and hit as well. And man, he gets that really good zoning Blizzard. So you guys are taking a whole bunch of damage and haven't gotten it. At this point, you should be able to have killed the Punisher. Also, Smash would have helped a lot with this. I really think... I mean, yeah, so far the biggest things that are contributing to your team not being on the back foot here are not picking Smash and going on weird targets on the Shrine. By weird, I mean E on this guy, by the way. He has no spell armor. Also should be a Dizzy on him way sooner than that. Oh, nice. A bit of a wasted poly, but that's fine. You're probably not going to need it anyway. Yeah, so you lost this mostly because you didn't bait the Punisher over the wall to kill it quicker. I like the Blaze flank here, but you just don't have the ability to do anything with it. Like, Blaze, in theory, if you guys were healthy enough defending this fort, Blaze can come down from the back, massive stun, you guys wipe them, but you're so far back here, you just can't. Like, this is a great three-man Blaze stun, but there's no follow-up, and Blaze should know better than this. He baited out the cleanse, though, that's something. Oh, hey, it's follow through. Nice. Also, Feral Resilience for some reason. Cool. Bad poly. You want to save that as for follow-up. Well, actually, who did you poly? Was it May? If it was May, that's okay. I do like that variance in this bush, but it was May, wasn't it? Yeah. That's okay. I see why you did that, and that's okay. You should not be on this point, by the way. Do not try to contest this point. Immediately walk out, E yourself, and walk away. E yourself. Yeah, you can all E yourself. That maybe keeps you alive. To just kind of Oh, yeah, Variant should be taunting this Mei right here, by the way. Taunt Mei and turn on her. Um, yeah, the taunt comes out on the wrong person way too late. Who's this? Jaina. Like, Jaina's a fine taunt target in theory, but you needed to stop them from getting in. Um, like, the tank is here to be a barrier. If he's letting people through the barrier, that's not a good barrier. And you have the Tychus. You're geared to kill tanks. So taunt here. Yeah. Taunt right here into immediate target switch into polymorph. Maybe kills. Maybe. The noob being really slow to rotate also doesn't help. It was a good cleanse. You should have E'd yourself is the only thing I will say to you. Actually, I will also say that theoretically you could have also positioned like down here. If you want to minorly optimize, I would have been here too, so I won't really ding you for it. But that is something else you could have done better. And then team definitely should not be fighting this now, because your healer just got blown up for basically nothing. Your taunt is down. Tychus is once again split from everyone else. Actually, do you get this, like, this throw kill? No, he heals up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... You maybe get this, Jaina. No, you don't even get the Jaina. Okay, you get the Jaina, but... Yeah, you're dying for it. Look for a Z. Nice. Yeah, not worth the chase. You barely got a kill and you died for it. At this point, you're just looking to get 10 here, ASAP. You can be grabbing this bot wave. You can step up to grab it. They're probably not there. Send this. Okay, so I just heard a blink heal go out, and I guess that's fine to heal. I'm gonna be looking for your blink heals though. What you said about teleporting in and like being in danger for it makes me think you're probably using blink heal wrong. So I'll be keeping a lookout for how you use your Z's and your blink heals going forward now that you have blink heal. You guys can all help Varian clear this wave, by the way. Varian does not clear the wave quickly, especially since he took taunt. You guys should be helping him out, frankly. Now he's kind of stuck. Like, this next wave is going to come in before he's done, and now he wants to stay and clear this camp. Getting this camp is good. It's a little bit early though. Yeah, you want this as objective is spotting. Even when the objective is top, it's still valuable to time it with the objective because it doesn't create the split push value. This camp is creating the split push value. But this camp provides strong pushing force in your lane. It pushes the entire wave over to their side. It provides vision over the entire lane because your wave and camp is over here. So they can't walk through the lane, and they have to spend time clearing the camp first while you can set up on the shrine. As it is, this camp doesn't do that much at the moment. Because you know Yorick's in the air, he's going to be stuck clearing it for a little bit, but there's nothing better for him to do, because there's no objective up. And there's nothing really to fight over, so it's fine. Yeah, poor Varian's been stuck here for a while. Again, I don't like this. This is, like, there's nothing happening down here. Varian's stuck here, and he's miserable, but Tychus alone going to help does nothing. Because again, what do you three do together? Or, yeah, what do you three do together? You don't do anything. You have no damage. Tychus is your only damage. If Tychus isn't there, you don't have a kill. You don't have a team. So Tychus going down to clear is not great. What it really should be is Blaze goes down to clear and lets Varian rotate up. Because you guys are all looking at this Leoric. You're not going to kill him. Like, Ghoul, good stun. Even if a noob times a stun better and actually gets him, or he can press E, he still just eats away after. There's no damage. And now you guys are far up because you didn't get the kill. You can blink heal. Good. E yourself. Nice dodge. Okay. You can Z onto someone, maybe. Okay. you need to be looking to get a blink heal onto a noob, and you should be calling that you need a blink from a noob. A noob, I need a blink. A noob, I need a blink. So a noob can path up to you, so you can blink it. Okay, never mind. They're not going on you. You're fine. Okay, decent poly. Okay, that you know what, that punish for your blink heal, but in general, don't blink into people to save them. It's not that much healing. I mean, it's a decent amount. And if it's safe to do so, you can certainly use it for that, but it's mostly a reposition tool for yourself. Alright, you should all have taps. Tap, clear this camp, and then you can start looking. Don't group up, let like one person walk in first. I like clearing this wave. Nice. Okay, you're all in position. You can be positioned a little further up so you're in range. Look, literally anyone here. Again, you have Tychus. Do not be afraid to taunt a front line. Don't be afraid to noob charge a front line. You're drafted to kill frontliners. Both of your tanks are looking at potential targets and not going on them. Like, taunt that guy. Please? Any taunters? Okay, so that's a tank issue. You have two sources of engage. I'll say three if you count Blaze, and none of them are pressing their buttons while there's like 2 or 3 targets in range. You cannot just assume you can always kill Rhaegar or Jaina, because what if this happens and they're too far behind for you to ever get to them? Now you're sitting here waiting for a perfect taunt, and they just get engaged on you guys. You're fine here. It's an interesting blink. That D doesn't do that much. Let's see if you could have done anything better here. I'm not sure you could have. You do have Z up and you didn't use it. Let's see where you could have used Z potentially. So Taika should have dashed out of that, by the way. What you want to do is probably blink heal. It's not really a blink heal. You kind of just stepped up too much. Get caught, but that's fine. You should be seeing to your you can see your Tychus now. That's what you could be doing. Awkward. Unfortunate. That's fine. Now you really should be out because like Tychus is down. There's no kill threat. You have nothing. Blaze, get out of here. Go double soak. I'm frankly, 3 of you kind of just sitting there twiddling your thumbs too. Like you guys have no damage. You need to realize this. There's nothing you can do on subjective that will matter. The best case scenario is you sit here in lane and do nothing. Blaze should be going to soak while you are waiting. You're not going to get this objective. There's nothing you can do here. Okay, now you have Tychus. You should go now if you want to be going. Way too far up. It should be this May. Again, kill the tank. Just kill the tank. You're fine to kill the tank. Roll is fine. Roll is valid. That's good. Really good dodge on the snowball. I like that. And hopefully in 0.4 seconds, you should be fine to blink to this minion. Yeah, you should be in range. Almost certainly you're in range there. And you saw it too. I'm not just zoomed out too much. Yeah. So that one's on you. Yeah, I think that's the first big thing I can point out of like a major misplay there. You need to just don't be afraid to blink out. Think of this more as a blink and less of a heal. This is here. Right Wing is by far the hardest healer to dive or kill because of this talent. She can always just instantly blink out of range and always keep herself safe. You should never really be blinking into danger or using this as a heal in a way that endangers yourself. And unfortunately, just lose here. I don't know how much relevant right wing chips I can give you from this. Because you're mostly playing fine here. I don't see any major that right there was the first major mess up that I could point to and say, yeah, that maybe made a difference. You having blink up and blinking on someone right next to you instead of blinking out of danger, out of the blizzard. But as a whole, you're playing fairly far back. Your polys have been decent. That cleanse did nothing, I will say. Um, but I'm pretty sure you know how to use cleanses. You just mistimed it based on your past cleanses. Alright, you guys should be looking for something before 16 here. They're pushed up. Taunt that May. Please, Lord. Okay, good. Okay, that was a cleanse. That's fine. Alright, again, blinking into danger, big no-no. Also, press your spell shield on, like, a noob or Blaze, any one of them. You can Z on a noob here, just to top him up. Okay, at least you tried, and you actually taunted May for once, which is good. You tried, you got the cleanse out. Unfortunate that you didn't get the kill. Now you have to sit back and wait for 16, because you're probably not going to get another chance. Yeah. Better engage, but Tychus wasn't there. You guys need to not be here, by the way. You should be screaming like we need to get out. 16. Z to this Blaze. Z to Blaze, yes. Stop using your blinks. That's the one thing I can tell you. Stop using your blinks for healing. I've been over it a couple times. I won't say it again. Good poly. Yeah, that's getting caught in the entomb. Unfortunate. Is there anything you could have done there? I didn't really see a blink target out, but potentially. Yeah. Best you could do is Variant. Honestly, Variant's probably the best bet. Blink to Variant and then path up. It's not great, but it's better than being in the Entomb. Yeah, if you blink to Variant here, you're actually fine. Yes, it could probably you just blink to Variant and start pathing up. And also press E on this Tychus, because Tychus is going to be a big target, and they didn't take spell armor. Yeah, if you blink out and you spell armor Tychus, you might actually be able to get that kill. Maybe. I'm not sure about it because again, like 15v16, not really something you want to be doing. What the hell is this? Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna go over talents a little bit at the end of this. Right. Oh, I was on the wrong person. That's fine. There you go. Okay. You just need to wait for 16 here. Like, grab mid wave. Cool. We're grabbing top wave. Good. Okay, I have 16. We can start looking here, and you really should be looking. This camp is kind of bait. Like, you're giving up objective time for this. They have free positioning on objective. This camp is not going to do anything before objective is done. Almost certainly. So now they have free positioning on objective. They've already got a quarter of it done. Blaze is clearing bot. Blaze needs to be coming here. You need to be going now, basically, before they can get too much and stall you out. Again, tank 20 miles away from your follow-up. You guys need to be working together. It's engage into like this follow. Decent cocoon. I would have cocooned the Rhaegar, so you can't actually save anyone. Okay, look at what you just did there. Because this is more about you than the tank. And okay, so Z onto the a noob now because he's going to need it. Get in the bunker. Get in the bunker, please. Unfortunate. Blink. You've had it. Okay, good. Good. E on someone. Blaze probably. Nice. Yourself is fine too. Blink. Cool. You're good. Okay. Also, I'm not sure if you know the trick because you didn't do it there, but there also wasn't any great targets. I think the biggest thing you can learn, or one of the biggest things you can learn for Brightwing, is while Zing, you can hold Shift and press R on someone that will be in range when the Z completes, and you'll basically finish the Z on them. So um, if you had Z up and you Z'd onto who's this? Your Tychus here? No, not your Tychus. This is your Anub. No, this is your Blaze. If you Z onto your Blaze here, and as the Z is going, you press Shift and R on Varian. Tychus Blaze will get the healing, all the effects of Z, and you'll appear on Varian. You won't be on Blaze for a single frame, so you can just dodge any CC or whatever that's waiting for you. Unfortunate. I assume you just lose off this push. Be yourself. Nice. Blink to the menu wave as soon as you can. Oh, it died. Unfortunate. Okay. I mean, whatever. I think you just lost here anyway. Speed this up. I like the Punisher kiting. Unfortunately, it didn't stay on the keep, but that was a good try. Okay. Cool. So yeah, biggest things for you as a Brightwing player are, I mean, press E more. I didn't really call it out as it is, but there was a lot of times when E is on cooldown and people are taking damage, so make sure to press E on people who are taking damage. Better cleanses, but I think you know how to use cleanse based on some of them. You just mistimed it sometimes. But yeah, the biggest thing is just to use your blink heal more as the blink and less of a heal. It heals for a decent amount, like almost 400 at level 16 isn't nothing, but the big value is from instant point and click 9 range teleport. I think it's 9 range, something around those lines. Um, and as I mentioned before, you can use it. You can Z Shift R onto a nearby ally, and you'll appear on them. I might demonstrate it after this. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think much else I can say on your Brightwing play. You were staying safe for the most part, except until Blink Keel kept baiting you to go in and into a little bit. But you were staying safe. You had good polymorphs for the most part. There was like one or two that weren't getting value, but for the most part, you were polymorphing people your team was going on and helping to extend the CC chain. Um, you were Z'ing usually at the right times. Maybe you could have Z'd sooner a couple times. Just the my suspicion is you don't know about the Z Shift R trick, which makes you hesitant to Z onto people in danger. But once you understand that and are able to use Blink Heal to immediately get out, it's a lot easier. As soon as anyone's taking damage, you can like throw an E onto them and Z Shift R onto them and immediately get out of danger and save them that way. Yeah, this is mostly this comes down to for how your team played, and I'll be posting this publicly. I'll check with you at first, I suppose. But so I hope everyone else watches this as well. I'll ping them in Discord when I post this. The biggest things as a team is you guys have this burst comp, and you don't really play like that. Your tanks aren't really going on people. You're waiting too long. You're brawling too much. You need to have your Tychus and like your Varian or your noob behind or in front of them. They go on someone, preferably a front line, because that's who Tychus can target. Tychus cannot dive, really. You taunt them, you polymorph as follow-up, Tychus is minigunning, they die. That's it, end of story. You do not outbrawl this team. Um, so yeah. And I hope, like, the previous team fights show this. I do want to look at talents a little bit, because I did see some weird ones. Um, Standard disclaimer, talents usually are not that big of a deal. It's easy to talk about talents and say, oh, you should have gone this or should have gone this. Most of them, it's not a huge deal. Playstyle's a much bigger factor. Like, I disagree with a lot of these talent choices, and I'll go over that. But if you just played as a standard pick comp, make sure your Tychus is there, go on the front line as the front line shows, taunt them, kill them, it's fine, whatever. The one big thing I will say that may have actually influenced the game is I really disagree with taunt. This should have been Colossus Smash. You have engaged already with a noob. Colossus Smash makes sure that you get that kill even quicker. You don't need these two sources of engage. Right wing build, Hyper Shift is good, Magic Spit is good, Critical Mass is good, Blink Heal is good. I think this should be Pixie Dust. Safety Dust is okay. It increases your healing of Blink Heal, which, again, don't think of it as a heal. Like, it's sometimes relevant for, like, nice out-of-combat healing, or if you really need to, like, blink to someone to save them. But that's pretty rare. It increases your critical mist healing, which can be nice. But into this, with big spell damage from Jaina, big spell damage, well, most all spell damage is percent based, but big spell damage from Jaina, I do think safety does, or Pixie Power would have gotten a lot more value. This I also disagree with. Should have been, where are you? Should have been Critterize. Again, same reasoning as Colossus Smash. You've got a pick on. You want to blow someone up. Minus 25 armor is huge. I don't think Hush really does that much here. Silence, eh. Like, you're not gonna land that on Jaina before she uses her abilities. It might mess up, like, Thrall. You're not gonna land it on Rhaegar. You're always gonna have his W out by the time you land that, probably. Damage reduction, probably not gonna land it on Jaina, and these two do percent damage anyway. So I don't think Hush is really gonna get value. Critterize is usually just the standard right rank 16 because minus 25 armor makes people just explode. Verity, I disagree with like this entire build. High King's Quest, Colossus Smash, this is fine, whatever. Also fine. Warbringer is also fine either. Shattering Throw versus Anti-Heal is an actually interesting debate here because you do have big Shattering Throw value on May, but I do think Anti-Heal would have gotten more value here because May's Shield also has a healing component, so both of them get value. Shattering Throw is better because it also immediately reduces the healing, but Anti-Heal, it's also relevant versus her D, so it's not like you're getting no value if you pick Anti-Heal, and then you get big healing from Rhaegar, big healing from Leoric, and big healing from Brawl. Yeah, all three of these have a lot of healing as well, and that's your only source of anti-healing. Having that is really big. Blaze Talons, just like Fuel Leak, not a fan. Uh, Either of these other two is really good. Nano Machine especially is insane, especially into their comp. They're all going to be clumping up. They're all going to hit the Nano Machine. Um, and slowing attack speed is huge. Like even if Jaina maybe doesn't care about it, and she does because she took Ice Fury Wand. Leoric cares about it because he took Spectral Leech. Brawl cares about it. Everyone really hates getting their attack speed slowed. Suppression of Fire, even I would have accepted for the spell power reduction. Fuel Leak doesn't do anything. Bunker very good. Collision Core is good. Thermal Protection is fine. I would have maybe considered Spell Armor. I think Spell Armor is actually going to get more value here. Juggernaut Plating, but it's fine. You could have also considered going the New Habits, Meltdown, Treatment build, just to get in there and big damage reduction on everyone. But this is fine. Standard, or mostly standard Blades build, with the exception of the 7. Tychus, I don't know what you were doing over here on your 13. It should be, you really want Neo Steel Coating. Spray and Pray is really only a good with armor-piercing rounds. Like, I don't know, you already have big slows from Blaze just throwing oil everywhere, and like you have CC from these guys anyway. You don't need uh slows from your 13. Neo Steel makes you a lot safer into Jaina. And then a noob. W build's a choice. I don't hate it. Like honestly, this is Beetle build's like the big Broly build that I think you're always fine with. I'd argue maybe E build is better here, just because you're going for burst. But I don't hate W build just to survive into all the spell damage and sort of give you a little bit more brawling power if you need it. Debilitation is also very interesting, and this is a rare game where I think it might even be correct. Like either of Epicenter or if your Beetle build juiced is fine. Also good, but Debilitation is a very fun talent. I like it a lot, and I think it's maybe even correct here. You can nail them with spell damage, which does decrease their healing. So that you do actually get a little bit of anti-healing that you missed from Varian. Yeah, and then disclaimer, talents maybe not as impactful. The gameplay is more what you should be focusing on. Just making sure you're setting up for Varian, looking for those kills, and you can taunt tanks. You can go on tanks, like you have the Varian, or you have the Tychus rather. Like, so if Mei walks in front of you, please go on her. I think the biggest thing newer players of pick comp struggle with is realizing it's okay to go on tanks. They will die if you focus them. If they don't die, they'll be massively low. And Tychus goes for tanks. Like, you're not going to be able to go past the tank and look for anyone else. Okay. I'm not sure I can think of anything else. The macro was mostly correct. Some camp timings were weird. Leaving, splitting up, splitting up Variant or splitting Tychus to go clear waves is not what you want to do. You did that a couple times. You really want your core of, at the very least, a noob Tychus for setup and follow up. In this case, Variant Tychus is also fine because you took taunt, but you want your setup and your follow up damage to be together. You don't ever want your one damage source off clearing a side lane because that means the rest of your team doesn't do anything. Okay, I might look at the Praxis game tomorrow maybe if I get to it, just because there wasn't that much to say about individual Brightwing play. Actually, let me show you Z Shift D real quick. Collection. Where is Brightwing? If I start my level to 10 here.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
And oh, this works. So you see how I teleported to Valkyrian here, and I appeared immediately at the site of a minion. That's basically it. You just press C, then Shift, which is your Q commands button. If you somehow rebound it, I'm not sure exactly where it is under hero management. It's Shift by default. I very much doubt you've rebound it. What is like the Q command? Oops. Nope. I have no idea where it might be. I don't know. But it should, I'm almost certain it'll be Shift for you. I very much doubt you've rebounded. Here, once again. Where is toggle cooldowns? Oh no, my fault. So I'll shift to this minion, so I'm gonna Z him, shift R on that minion, boom. I don't appear on the Valkyrian, I appear on this minion. And if like you can do that further back too, the entire range of look how big your blink heal range is. He's not quite close enough to that healing dummy. He might actually. I wonder if I can get them to walk down here. Again, well, he walked over the minion. But anyway, I hope you got the idea. Um, I might look at the Praxis game if there's better individual right wing play there to look at. But other than that, I hope this was at least marginally helpful. Uh, and yeah, good luck next week. If you want any more replay reviews, let me know. I do play a lot of hero. I'm a healer main. Usually hover around NGS Division C. So, I'm not, I won't say I'm the best player, but I do know what I'm talking about with a lot of healers. I hope that was helpful. Good luck next week. If you have any questions, let me know.